So what's up YouTube, welcome to my channel Complete Tech Review and welcome to another walk around of the Pulsar 150 in this matte blue and black color scheme. This one is the 2021 color schemes, and yes, the Pulsar 150 is one of the most selling bikes in the Pulsar lineup. So what are the features, what makes it so popular in the Bajaj lineup? That is all we are going to check in this video, so stay tuned till the end of the video. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel. So the Pulsar 150, the bike which started it all and is the most selling Pulsar in the Bajaj lineup. The reason for that is basically the styling and also the features that it offers for the price. Basically this is a feature-rich executive bike which has a lot going for it. So let's start off with the styling. The styling is again age-old design, and why change it when it ain't broke? So that is the philosophy I believe Bajaj is going with. So it has a good styling. As you can see, it has a chunky fuel tank, and this is roughly around 12 liters, so which makes the bike look apart from the rest of the 150cc vehicles. And it also has a big and wider seat, so makes it comfortable for two individuals. The other thing which goes for the bike is certainly the engine. This is a digital twin spark ignition system. Better to have two sparks than one, and hence delivers good mileage. If you are driving it carefully, then you might get around 45 to around 50 kmpl, and that is really nice. Comes with 5-speed gearing, and it also has roughly around makes around 12 to 14 bhp, and the torque is also around 13 Nm, so which is good. When it comes to the rear portion, from a pillion point of view, you also get that the rear chain cover is a metal unit, and it is fully sealed, which makes it really nice. On the suspension front, it gets gas charged suspension, which is adjustable, and the front is a telescopic unit which also has this reflector. On the tires, you get the MRF tires, and the front is 80 by 100 17-incher, which is tubeless, and the rear is the 60 by 100 tubeless tire, which is also 17-inch. So from this side of the angle, you get to see that this is more of an executive bike, and the body posture is more executive styling, so which is more upright. In the front, you get to see that they have provided dual horns, which is nice, and no other vehicle has dual horns in this segment. And you get to see that the catalytic converter is integrated into the exhaust pipe, so which is also nice. One of the standard feature is also the frame. It gets a double cradle frame, which is also nice, makes the bike more rigid, and also if you are doing long drives, then it will be more stable as well. The front halogen headlamp and the dome is not been changed since many years, and the throw of the headlight also is really nice. You get to see that the indicators are the flex type units, and the indicators are halogen type ones. On this side, you get to see that it comes with the front channel single ABS, and the front disc is roughly around 280 Nm, which is also nice. There's also one more variant, which is the front disc and the rear drum, and I believe there's also one more variant which is all drum. In the all drum variants, there is a combi braking system, which is also nice, but for this you also get a single channel ABS, which is nice. On the mudguard, you get to see some carbon fiber stickering, which makes it nice. And this side, you get to see that the matte tank blue color, which stands apart, and it's also nice. Adding to the above, there's also a couple of features, like there is a side stand indicator, nitrox gas suspension for the rear, which is adjustable, full chain cover. The engine comes with a self and a kick rod. The front telescopic suspension has a reflector. It comes with the flex type indicators. It also has an internal mudguard, so that there is no question of slush coming out outside. And also for the rear passenger, the footboard is pretty wide and comfortable. The instrumentation panel is also a part analog and a digital unit, and the analog side, it is the RPM limiter and also the reading. You get all the telltale signs like the new layout, which gives trip A, trip B, IFE and AFE, which is average fuel economy, and also the fueling indicator, in which is from this side. So ABS logo is also there, so which is nice. The switchgear quality is also very nice, and this has also the pass switch, and the switchgear is backlit. So the only segment of the vehicle which comes with backlit switching, which is really nice. On the rear you get a nice grab handle, and it's not a split unit, and you also have the RLP, which is the sensor which monitors your rear wheel lift off, and it senses that and modulates accordingly. This is the only 150 which comes with a self and a kick rod, and hence makes it more convenient and more practical, especially when it's rainy season and when your battery is down. So that also is nice. So all these features makes it really stand apart from the rest of the 150s or the 160s, and with the price to the features that it offers, I think that is where this bike outsells other 150cc vehicles. With an on-road price of around 125 to 130, this one is, I think, the best 150cc that you can currently buy in the market. And I also want to thank Sri Lakshmi Bajaj for giving me this opportunity to review this vehicle, and I hope you enjoy this walk around shoot. If you do so, please like and subscribe to my channel. This is Kevin signing off, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.